From the Apubco Studios at Britain and Broadway, you're listening to a News OK podcast.
Hi everybody, welcome to a comics podcast at newsok.com. I'm Matt Price. I'm here with Kyle Roberts. 3 big releases this week, Kyle. What do you think?
I liked all 3 of them, actually. I mean, we got X-Men here, Cable, Mesiah War.
XForce Cable, Mesiah War,
a couple Boom Studios and Boom Kids comics.
Yeah, starting off their new kids line. Let's start off with XForce Cable. This is by Craig, Kyle, and Christopher Yost. You know them from their work on X-Force, also some of Marvel's animated properties. Ryan Choi is drawing this issue. Catch us up to date.
Well, and this is it's a one-shot. It basically tells if you haven't been reading it tells everything that you need to know about what's going on. Cyclops and Beast are kind of launching the new X-Force team through time, and Cable's trying to protect this baby, and Bishop's after them.
Yeah, so Cable's been taking care of the only mutant baby born since the mass mutant extinctions at the end of House of M. There's only a couple hundred left. Yeah, Hope is the young girl that now is under Cable's care. Bishop believes that Hope will lead to the end of the world, so now he is hunting down Cable. Cyclops and X-Force are now trying to protect the child. So this is going to lead into the big X-Force Cable Mesiah War that will stretch through X-Force and Cable in the coming issues.
And yeah, I mean, it's been kind of somewhat confusing, traveling through time back and forth, a little bit here, a little bit there. But this issue really kind of sets it up nicely, explains everything very well, and there's some action in it.
Yeah, puts it all together. It's a very action-packed future epic. The X-Men has always been good with those apocalyptic future things going back to Days of Future Past. So a strong kickoff for the X-Force Cable storyline.
And sets it up for what appears to be a pretty awesome X-Men story.
And some villains, some new villains revealed. So
sweet.
Anyway, enjoyed that one. Then we'll move on to really, I couldn't have been happier the way Boom kicked off their Boom Kids line. We'll talk first about The Incredibles. This is written by Mark Waid, who you guys know from Fantastic Four, Ruse. He's a Eisner-nominated creator. He's well known. He's over at Boom Studios these days. And Marcio Takara is providing the art. Not done, like you were saying, not in like a 3D style, but done in a very appealing kids style of art. Talk about kind of the plot a little bit here.
Sure. I mean, basically, what's going on is it could set up from right when the movie left off.
After the end of the movie, essentially.
And it starts off with a huge battle scene at the very beginning, and they're kind of working together as a family. And so, I mean, basically, it's written very well. There's some action in it. It flows by pretty fast. It's very easy to read, for kids, but also has pretty good storyline. Everything you would expect from a Disney Pixar comic.
Yeah, exactly.
Or movie.
If you enjoyed The Incredibles movie, no reason you shouldn't like this comic. Nice job. The Incredibles Family Matters #1 from Boom Kids.
And they're going to have several of these, right? It looks like a Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, several coming out from Disney, licensed to Boom. Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Monsters, Inc., WALL-E, all those I believe are in the works.
Sweet.
So, and then one other from Boom Kids, and if you're of a certain age, you remember and love the Muppet Show, the variety show with Jim Henson's Muppets. And this story essentially takes the variety show format, puts it into comics by Roger Landridge, who does the comic book Fred the Clown. And, initially you think, well, how well is a variety show going to translate to comics? Obviously, you can't have music. It's going to be difficult maybe to have a guest host. How are you going to do that? But it was brilliant. It's just moving in these little Muppet sketches with a story in between about what's going on with Kermit the Frog. And I thought it was hilarious and really well done.
Yeah, and in this day and age where 30 Rock is one of the biggest, TV show sitcoms, I think this comic works really well.
And behind the scenes.
Just about everyone knows these characters. So when you know the characters already and you kind of get this idea of, okay, they're working on this variety show, it kind of makes it a sitcom in itself as a comic.
Right, exactly. So, I totally enjoyed the Muppet Show. I am glad to see it. That's actually, in a really strong week, 3 that I would give really high marks to. Muppet Show is my pick of the week.
So yeah, I'll go with Muppet Show too.
All right, cool. So go pick up some Boom Kids comics for your kids. They're priced just at $2.99. Boom is trying to hold the price down to make them affordable for the youngsters. If you want something a little more violent, you've got XForce Cable and Mesiah War.
That's right.
So those are some nice ones, and we'll keep an eye on what both those franchises are doing as they move forward. So for Kyle Roberts, I'm Matt Price. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.